In this video, we are looking at a teacher view of Seesaw. That's this one on the in the front of our screen. And then I will click over to the student view of the same Seesaw class. We're going to look at what happens when we add something as a journal versus an activity. So I added 2 activities and a journal. If I go to journal, you will see that there's a Zoom link here on the student side. Because I added it in the journal, they can click, it'll be here, but there's no little red circle that's telling me there's something I need to do. The journal will not tell me that there's something I need to do because there's no submission. So if I want to add a Zoom link that kids can go to anytime that isn't going to require some sort of work submission, I would add it in the journal. I'm adding the Zoom link all by itself. So I go to add, I go to post student work. That's how it will end up in the journal. Add post student work. That's how I put this here in the journal. And again, for students, they will see it in their journal, which means it will not be requiring a submission and it won't create any confusion about, do I have something due? Now, the activity side, if you put something in the activity side, it will require there to be something due. So that's why this version here doesn't work. This is where I posted a Zoom link and only a Zoom link to Zoom link for class today. I posted it on the teacher side to the activities. The problem with that is on the student side, they can never clear this activity because there's no response to add. It's just a link to join our Zoom. So that's what we want to avoid. The third option is I can add the Zoom link as part of an activity. So in this case, I added an activity, I signed an activity, but it wasn't just the Zoom link, it was the entire activity. And in this case, they're going to have 3 different links. So they would join our Zoom, then they would join our Nearpod, and then they would go and answer the question that's actually in the Seesaw. So they would have their template that's attached, they would add their response, and they would answer their question that way. So on the student side, they can go in, they can go to the Zoom link, then they can go to the Nearpod with us, and then they can go answer the question in our template. So that does work. I can add the Zoom link, and then when I add my response as a student, I can start to clear out these activities that are highlighted with a red box for me to do. So don't add a Zoom link all by itself as an activity. If you want to add a Zoom link all by itself, do it in the journal. But if you want to add a Zoom link as part of a larger activity, that's fine. Then I have multiple links. And as soon as I submit something, as soon as I submit this story that I'm going to write, then that will clear that out as something that I need to do. But if you want to add the Zoom link only all by itself, then add it to the journal instead. And you'll do that by add post student work instead of assign activity.